Today's STEAM activity is inspired by our story, Young Frank Architect, written by Frank Viva. Today we're going to talk a little bit about architecture and specifically triangles in architecture. Triangles make up many of the structures that we know today, and they're known for their stability and strength. The strength of the triangle derives from its shape, which spreads out forces equally into three sides. And these forces have to be balanced so our buildings don't fall down, or our structures don't fall down. Like today. Like today, we are going to try to build a house of cards, and it's going to be a triangular house of cards. So for this activity, you will need cards. The best cards are cards that are straight and firm, but that aren't brand new, so they aren't really shiny. An older set of cards, as long as they aren't too bent, will work well. If you don't have a standard playing deck, I'm using my Uno cards. Any cards that you have around your house. If you have any type of board game, it probably has cards inside of it that you could potentially use. Another thing that you will need is if you have carpeting, that's perfect. Place to build is down on the carpet, or a rug. I'm going to use a small towel. You want a flat surface like this, but you don't want a smooth surface like this. You want some texture to your surface. And the third thing that you're going to need, actually, third and fourth thing, is a lot of patience and a lot of practice. This is not an easy activity. It takes a lot of practice, and it requires a lot of patience. So we are going to show a modified triangle architecture activity for little ones. If the cards are too hard to do, you can use cups. I'm going to show you with toilet paper right now. Actually, let me move this stuff out of the way. I'm going to build a triangular structure out of toilet paper rolls. So I'm just going to do a real simple one. I'm going to use 3 rolls on the bottom, 2 rolls for the middle, and 1 for the top. A real basic triangular structure we have here. And you can see there's a pattern. There's 3, 2, 1. So however wide you go on your next layer, your next level up, you're going to go 1 smaller. And you're going to space out your pieces evenly between the bottom layer. Okay, so that's a real simple structure. If House of Cards is too difficult for you, and this is too easy, try to go bigger. Try laying out 10 cups and building up your levels with just more objects. But let's move this out of the way, and I will show you the real basics of a house of cards. I'm not going to build the entire structure right now because we would be here all day. It requires a lot of practice and a lot of patience. What I am going to show you is how to build the basic structure. So you're going to make little, we'll call them teepees, that are this inverted V shape, where you take 2 cards and you want your surface to be flat and textured. You're going to take 2 cards and put them together in this kind of V shape, but down on your surface. So let me see if I can even do this part. Takes a lot of patience even to just make one of these little teepees. You see it there. Let's see if I can hold something behind it so you can see a little more easily. Can you see that structure? So you're just getting a little V. So I would just practice making this shape, putting the 2 cards together, making these little teepees. And once you have a lot of those. Here, I'll move so you can see a little bit better with the white background. Just practice making this simple teepee structure. I will put up the instructions for how to keep going once you've made it this far, but I would just really practice doing this. And then once you feel like you can level up, and then you can try making 3 of these little structures that are right next to each other. See, I couldn't even do it. I knocked it down. But practice that little teepee. We'll do it again. Just like that. Just a real simple practice, practice, practice. And then once you get good at putting one down, you want to put 3 right next to each other, and then you'll lay a card down to make the foundation for the next level, and then this time you'll do 2 teepees, lay down another card, and just 1, so you have a triangular structure. And right after this, we'll put up the slides for you to keep going with building your triangular house of cards. Thank you for joining me today for this activity, and that's it. We'll see you next time. Bye, friends.